clocking it back up here. What is good, everybody? My name is Ajax, and today I got some more Call of Duty Black Ops 3 gameplay. It's going to be 100+ on Combine. It's all me. This is my gameplay, and 115 kills and no lethal score streaks. So I think you guys are going to enjoy. I do get a couple kills with the War Machine, but that's not a score streak anymore. So yeah, but I'm going to be playing with the Man of War for, I believe, the entirety of the game, and yeah, this is going to go into overtime and sudden death. So that's why I'm able to get all these kills without having lethal score streaks on. Made my life a lot easier. But yeah, you'll see also there's going to be another guy. I will check the scoreboard at a couple points here. There's going to be another guy who gets 104 kills, and I've actually, talked to him and played with him since then. He's a pretty cool dude. But it's kind of interesting because in the past, I don't know, 2-3 days, I have met 2 people that are on the same level that I am, and they're really nice people. But just kind of an interesting little thing. I don't know why. It was just kind of random. Like, I was in a game, and I was playing against him. I'll point him out when I kill him or when he kills me. If you look in the kill feed right now, it's Miss Grape Shot. That's him. But this was his first 100+. I don't know if it was ever or not, but this was my first 100+ on Black Ops 3. I did it once on Black Ops 2 just to see if I could. But yeah, it was kind of funny how this all turned out. By the way, if you guys are wondering, I'm using the Man of War before I keep going with this commentary. By the way, I'm using the Man of War with Quick Draw, stock, fast mag, and what else? I believe it's either rapid fire or I believe it's rapid fire, yeah. But anyway, I'm also going to be running just Ghost, and in this gameplay I would normally be running Scavenger, but in this gameplay I'm running Quick Draw, I think it's called. But yeah, so it was kind of funny because I kind of, like, I'm one of those people that needs like a reason to do anything. Otherwise, like if I ever got a feeding tube, I might never get up and leave my house. So, I would just sit here and play video games all day. But, so, I had decided probably, I don't know, a day before I got this gameplay, because I got this gameplay like 3 or 4 days ago. But yeah, it was just kind of funny because I decided, I was like, you know what, I need an incentive to make YouTube videos, otherwise I'm just going to be the lazy teenager self I am and never do anything. So I'm like, hey, here's an idea, I'll start a series called Road to 100+, and then I get this gameplay. So, what I'm going to do is, instead, because I've already gotten the 100+, I got 115 kills, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start a new series, and as I get stuck. Oh, it's annoying. But yeah, I'm going to start a new series called Road to 125+, because it would just be kind of null at this point to go out and just get another 100+ gameplay. Because I can probably get like 1 or 2 of these a week if I really try for them. And that's with non-lethals. So the lethals, it'll be a lot easier. As I get to just destroy these people right there. You'll see in a couple seconds, I'm going to start going off with the headshots. It'll be almost at the halfway point. So yeah, we got in about a minute or so, about half a minute or so. But yeah, so I've decided I'm gonna kind of just go with that. And instead of going for the regular 100+, it's going to be 125. So this is going to be like a real challenge for me, because the 100+, it's not that hard. Especially if you have score streaks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for it with score streaks. I'm going to use all 3 lethals and see if I can just absolutely shred face in a game of Uplink, because I play Uplink. Currently I am ranked in the top 5,000 players on Uplink, not for the week or for the month, overall. for all time. I'm ranked like 5,500th or so right now. That's as you guys are watching this. I'm gonna be trying to get into the top 1,000, if not the top 500. That's my objective. You see headshots? Watch the headshots. Get shut down. Yeah. I think it's this life right here that I'm just gonna go off with the headshots. I'm not sure unless it was just that and I wasn't paying attention. But yeah, no, this is the life with the headshots, because I'm just gonna go absolutely off with these headshots. Watch this just for a second. I'll shut up. Headshot. And I can't get either of these guys. I get him, and then I get headshot. Then I get tomahawked. Oh! Yeah, but it was kind of interesting because I kind of went off with the headshots in the last minute or so of this, but it was just kind of funny. So yeah. So I'm trying to get into the top 500. I'm really grinding, and hopefully I will be successful in doing that, because let's face it, that would be pretty awesome. That'd be a little street cred. But after this gameplay, so far I've gotten, well, actually before this gameplay, I got a 91, and I believe that was like right before this happened, like 2 games before. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll upload that. And then I got, after that, I've gotten an 87 and like an 81 or so. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start kind of fresh and pretend that this basically never happened. That all the great games that I've had never happened. What I might do is I might also record my voice separately, so I can do live stuff instead of having to record this, because I'm doing it post gameplay. I'm doing the audio, or my voice, for this. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm probably gonna download some better editing software too. And you guys are probably wondering, because in my last video I said I was gonna get a new computer. No, I lied. I figured out that most of the reason that my computer is slow is because I've connected it to the internet, and since my internet is good, but it can't hold on to too many different devices at once. Like, it can't keep up with all of that. I just unplug the computer, and then when I actually need to upload, like I will with this video, that's what I'm going to do, is I'm just going to go in and I'm going to upload it. Just plug it right back in. I can just unplug and plug back in my Ethernet cable. And, yeah. I actually forgot, I don't get any kills with the War Machine because I don't have it on. I'm so not used to having the I'm used to having the kinetic armor, but I've been using the War Machine, like, probably since, I don't know, 2 days ago. Like, the day after I got this gameplay, I decided to use the War Machine. It's just so much more fun to run into a room and just spray everybody down with it. I know it sounds kind of newbie, but I do. I think I'm gonna... Yeah. It's actually kind of funny, because myself and Dr. Eagle have nicknamed the uplink ball the Kobe. We call it Kobe, because, here's an interesting little story. Because when I go out to his house, since we don't get to see each other much, we live like 5, 6, or we live about 4.5 hours away from each other, roughly. Since I don't get to go out there much, and he obviously doesn't get to come here much, when we played, every time that I was out there last year, we would play Advanced Warfare, and there is I think it's what, Survival? That's what I want to call it. It's not the Zombies mode, it's basically the rip-off of Modern Warfare 3's game mode. But we would play on the Hawaiian map. It said that I don't remember the name, but you guys know it's the map that flips when the game gets to the halfway point. But we would play Survival on that, and what we would do is every time that we would have to play uplink, we would call it Kobe because of Kobe Bryant. So it's just kind of an interesting little thing. This guy jumps off the map and kills himself. But yeah, so that's a little bit of our relationship, I guess, heritage. Just a little interesting tidbit there. But it's like I get punched. So sometimes the punching is just so annoying. But yeah. So I don't know. Leave me some feedback as to whether or not I realize that he's not gonna, or that that's not the guy. But yeah, leave me some feedback and let me know what you guys would think about going for the like 125 plus. Then I'll upload a good 5-6 episodes in between. As I just shred those fools in between. Obviously, the first and the last episode. I mean, I don't want to be like, oh, first episode 125. There you go. Merry Christmas. No, I'm gonna wait and get some really good, get some good gameplays in between as I get smacked by his what's it called? The arm blade. I want to call it the scythe. It's not the scythe. So yeah, so that's what I'm gonna be doing. Just leave me some feedback. See if you guys would like to see some incredible gameplay like that, and I will use my lethal score streaks. So don't hate on me for that because this is all non-lethals. I know I can. Like if I got another crack at this, if I had another 20 minutes to play, I could, without a problem, do it as I get destroyed. I know I could. It's only 10 more kills, and when you watch the end of the final round, like the last 2 minutes, I only get like 5 kills. And my average for this game, if you guys do kind of the simple math, my average was roughly 6 kills a minute, which is 1 kill every 10 seconds, which is not bad at all. Because surprisingly enough, you can get away with this in this game. I play really, really aggressively with the Man of War. And you'd think that it wouldn't work, but it's kind of interesting because of the fact that this thing has, the way I've set it up, because of the fact that I've set it up well, and it has such a high accuracy, and with that boosted fire rate, it ends up working out really well in my favor for rushing, because since it's really, really accurate to begin with, and then it's got the stopping power, and then you add on the fire rate, and then you add on the fact that I also have fast mags. You wouldn't think that fast mags would make that much of a difference. It does. It really, truly does, especially on this gun. If you're going to be running this gun, you have to use fast mags. If you don't, you're crazy. Because if you're going to be, unless you're going to be like sitting behind a head glitch the entire game, in which I will probably hate on you for it. But yeah, so you want to make sure that you're using fast mags for the entirety of the game. And I didn't even notice that, or I might have noticed that guy, but I might have thought that my teammates would clean him up. Problem with me is that I trust my teammates, and that's definitely a major, major flaw. As he misses his throw. Did you notice that? Oh my god. But yeah. So you gotta run fast mags if you're gonna be using the Man of War. It's basically, you have to use the fast mags if you're gonna be running any gun in this game almost. There's a couple exceptions, like you can run, most of the time you can get away with a Kuda with just an extended mag instead of a fast mag. That's what I'll use sometimes. But it's actually kind of interesting because I've switched up my entire playstyle because of my perks. In between the last time that you guys have seen me, and then, oh yeah, sorry about this. This is a glitch. I cut out right there because I accidentally smacked my controller and it fast forwarded. So I just get killed there and you see and I respawn right there. But, yeah. So I have completely changed around my playstyle based on my perk change-up. Now, on basically all my classes, I'm only using 2 perks, and I really think that these are the only perks that you need, unless you're playing like Search and Destroy. But if you're playing a respawn game mode, these are the ones that you really only need. Sometimes people also go with, I believe, Afterburner for their first perk choice, and or Flak Jacket. I think those are really the only ones. Sometimes people go with Sixth Sense. I like it, but I don't like it enough to use it on every class. So, that's my new playstyle, or my new switch up. But the reason that I have done it is because I can take so many more attachments on my gun and make that way more powerful than it originally was. And then I only run 2 perks, and these 2 perks are Scavenger in my perk 2, and in my perk 1, it is Ghost. And I like Ghost, excuse me, because of the fact that you can kind of sneak around the map. Like, that guy did not know that I was behind him. Obviously, he ran away, and he never knew I was behind him at all. But it's nice to be able to get where you need to be, especially if they have UAVs up. And because of the fact that I personally like to play up the different angles that the map provides and flank heavily. I know that it's not the best tactic for getting high kill gameplays most of the time, since the action does happen around the middle of the map. I know it's not the easiest way to do it, but I do it nonetheless based on the fact that I'm really stubborn, and that's the way I've always played. So I have to kind of untrain myself to, just automatically hit up the flank route. Because I will. If I don't think about it, I'm going to either go left or right. Center is not the option. Most of the time, it's because I get absolutely destroyed when I go through the center. When I was not a good player, I would run through the middle of the map, and obviously if you have no idea what you're doing and you're trying to hit the middle of the map, and if your accuracy is poor, or if you're just a poor player overall, it's not going to end well. So I realized, though, that shooting people in the back is easy. I realized that pretty early on. And so that's what I've been doing ever since, is really just playing up the angles that the map will provide me and using them to my advantage. So that's just going to be another little bit that I'm going to have to train out of myself. But yeah, so I mentioned that I met these two really cool guys, and they are both they're both on my friends list now, and we play together sometimes. Most of the time it's just over the weekends, and then this is overtime, or is this? Yeah, this is overtime. So we still have another 5 minutes to go. I know it's going to be really long, but yeah. So I met these two guys. We play together sometimes. We're talking about different, not really like tournaments and stuff like that. We just kind of briefly touched on it, and or making like a team or whatever. Personally, I think it would be awesome if we did. I'm not sure if we will. We'll probably have to talk about it more, because we just briefly touched on it the other day. We were just kind of like, hey, what if we were to just team up? Because we were playing pubs together. It was myself, and this the one guy who isn't in this game. His name is Ortek, and so it was me, Grape Shot, Ortek, and then one of his buddies, and we just kind of talked about it. We were destroying people in a public match just for fun, and actually, kind of a funny story from that day. We had people. We had we were down one person on our team. So out of our 6, we had 5, and it was really funny because Grape Shot wasn't. Or no, was it Grape? I don't know. I believe it was Grape Shot. Grape Shot wasn't in our game, and so we said, join our game, and I think there was 4 people on the other team, and it put him on their team to balance it, and so it was just, it just felt so bad for him, because he it was, us two, me and Ortek against him, and then after that game we obviously partied up and went at it, but yeah, and it was just kind of a funny little incident there, but yeah, so you guys let me know about the other, and I think I'm gonna just stop rambling on aimlessly about this, as the guy shoots me in the back but can't clean me up. Like, come on, man, you should be so much better than that. And as I get shanked by a Grape Shot. But yeah, so you guys make sure to comment as to whether or not you'd like to see me go for 125 plus kills in this game, and yeah, any constructive criticism helps. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to stop my recording my voice and let you guys just finish watching the gameplay. You guys will get to see the scoreboard at the end, and it'll be 115, and Grape Shot's going to get 104 as I go for this final here. I'll shut up after this. I can get shut down. Oh, thank you guys so much for watching, and peace.